Using a threshold effect, you can turn any plain video into one like this. In this video, I'll show you 3 different ways to create a threshold style black and white look. All the methods in this video will work on the free version of DaVinci Resolve. Before we jump in, let me explain what a threshold effect does. If a pixel is bright enough, it turns white. If it's too dark, it turns black. So no gradients, and the color will be either black or white. However, we can still do some pretty cool stuff with gradients, so stick around and I'll teach you a bonus effect later in this video. Alright, so method 1. This one is the fastest setup, and throughout this video I will be using different kinds of footage so you can get an idea of what kind of footage works with this effect. Ideally you want something high contrast, but it doesn't have to be, and I'll be showing that throughout this video. So this first method is pretty simple. We're going to start by adding a little bit more texture to our video. So go ahead and drag in a fast noise node and merge it into your node grid. Select the fast noise, set the scale to around 1000, the seethe to around 6, and the seethe rate to around 3. This is optional here, but if you like, you can mess with this later on. Just remember you can go here and click discontinuous, and this will give you more of a dithering look compared to a grain look. I'm going to keep it off for now. So go ahead down to your merge, and you can just play with the blending here however much you want to see. I like to do around 0.5 for mine, so that we get just around half of the effect. Now it's time to add our simple threshold effect. Go over to the brightness and contrast node on the toolbar and drag that down. From here, turn the saturation all the way down. So now we are working in grayscale. And from here, it's super simple to adjust. Just adjust the low and the high parameter until you crush your white and black values into a threshold style look. As you guys can see here, we have a pretty strong black and white contrast here now with the grain effect on our footage. And you can see here, like I said before, if you go to the fast noise node, you can select discontinuous for a more blocky look, and that also affects how the brightness and contrast node affects the footage. It adds a little bit more grayscale onto some of the shaded parts. If you want a true threshold effect, you can just keep that off. And there you go. That's how you make the first method to make a simple threshold. Alright, so here's method 2. This one will give us a little more room to shape our image and add some cool effects on top of the threshold. To start off with, go ahead and add 2 Luma Keyer nodes. Once you have them, drag one on top of the other and plug in the media into both. Next, go up to your toolbar and add a brightness and contrast node. Add one on top of the other once again, and plug in each Luma Keyer into their respective node. You can right click on each Luma Keyer and rename them. The top I will rename B for black, and the bottom one W for white. Next, add in a merge and connect the top to the green input and the bottom to the yellow input. Add a film grain node with the FGR at the end, and then a color corrector. Once you have both of those, add in a merge to your original node tree and drag this into the merge. Alright, now that we have everything, let's change the settings and then get our threshold effect ready to go. So on the top Luma Keyer, this is where we will select our dark regions of our selection. So make sure you hit invert on the menu inside of the node. This isn't necessary or the effect won't show up. Don't do this for the bottom one, only the top. Now slide the left side of your slider region right here to the right, and then select the bottom Luma Keyer, which selects the brightness region, and just drag it somewhere that fits your image. But you might be wondering why it's not showing up. We have to go over to each brightness and contrast node, turn the gain all the way down, and the saturation all the way down on the top one. And for the bottom one, turn the gain all the way up and the saturation all the way down. And if you notice any bit of color coming back into the image, as you can see here, this is caused by the selection from the Luma Keyer. Not selecting everything, go ahead and change that from this threshold as well by pulling the right side to the left to get rid of that. Next, on your film grain node, you can customize this as you like, but I recommend turning the strength up and the size down. If you'd like to add some color in, go to your color corrector, and on the wheel, just change it to any color you like, as you can see here. Now you can play with your Luma Keyer thresholds, and as you can see, if I drag them to the left on the black, I get more color showing through, and if I move the right, you'll see more of that white come in. Same thing with the bottom selector. I can use this to adjust how much white is showing through the image. Or you can go after your merge and add a color corrector node, turn the saturation all the way down, and if you'd like, adjust the contrast here. Another cool thing you can do is add another color corrector, and on the first one, turn down the contrast, and you can play with the color here as well. You can also duplicate the film grain from before after, and then turn down the size even more. And as you can see, we have this interesting type of threshold look as well. But you can choose what you'd like to do and add more effects just like this. And that's how you make the second threshold effect. Alright, now that I've shown you how to make both threshold effects, here is the bonus effect that I mentioned at the start of the video. This one isn't exactly a threshold effect, but we can do something that is similar. To start off, just add a color corrector and then drop the saturation all the way down. Add a film grain without the FGR at the end by hitting shift space and adding that in. Then turn up the grain strength as much as you'd like and turn the grain size down again, and turn the opacity all the way up. This gives our image some more texture for what we're about to do now. Add a color curves node. Normally we couldn't do this with color, or we would introduce color artifacts, but in grayscale we can get away with it. Add a couple points to your graph and simply drag them up whichever way you'd like to add very interesting textures, as you can see here. You can add however many you want until you get a cool result that you like. For me, I'm just going to drag them until I get a interesting selection of gray and black and white. Now you can add a color corrector and another one after that. The second color corrector, what you can do is just adjust the contrast slider for whatever selection you made to deepen the colors of the artifacting. If we turn off the first color corrector, as you can see, we have very bad artifacting with the color. With the grayscale, the color just transitions with the grain into a sort of interesting texture. And on the final color corrector, I just like to adjust all the colors if I'd like to have a certain color theme going on. And you can mess with the saturation here of this individual color. And you can always go back and play with everything until you found a result that you like. Just going to the color curves and messing around however you like with it will change the results drastically. As you can see, I like this result. If your video ends up looking a little bit too grainy, just go ahead back to the film grain node and turn down the opacity and strength until it looks good to you. And as you can see, that's the result we get, and you can play around with it however you like. And if I reset the color of the color corrector at the end, we have a threshold style effect as well with the texture. And that's the bonus method of how to create a threshold style effect with a lot of texture. But this one isn't a true threshold. Still though, I love using this effect and I hope somebody else finds use out of it. Well, there you have it. Two different ways to create a threshold black and white effect with the bonus effect at the end, using nothing but Fusion inside DaVinci Resolve. If this video helped you out, feel free to like the video and subscribe for more editing tutorials and editing content in the future. I'll see you guys in the next one.